What is up there, ladies and gentlemen? This is Lunocraft here, and I'm going to do a quick little server tour of things that I've done. Now, you'll notice actually a couple new scenery changes, a little different than the last video server tour that I did, which was actually quite a while ago. I was planning on doing one for April. In fact, I actually had recorded it, but I came to some technical difficulties and everything died. No, I lost it all. Now, beautifully. Actually, I never noticed that before. That is as dead perfect as it gets. That is not meant to actually have happened. Funny thing is, this is airship dock. I actually moved. Oh, by the way, I should back up. I moved, and I'm in a new area. I didn't like the old one. It was just kind of bleh. So I did this. I found this area, and you'll see all kinds of different angles. It is a little bleh walled. You'll see some parts where I actually threw in some detail, little things like that, but that's actually very, very tiny detail in comparison to some things that I actually did, which is really cool. Anyways, we actually have the Zeppelin mod, or what it became to be. Yeah, and this is an airship dock. It's pretty cool. I really liked it. Actually, I thought it was really cool because I decided to go with some physics on this one. And, of course, stone can't go out but so far, so I decided to use wood because it's a lighter material. And, yeah. So I built a little castle on top of a gigantic a mountain of sorts. And what's really cool is because we actually got Lunocraft 4, you can see up at the top right, the little mini map, there's a cutoff, and that's because of biome changes. So you'll see actually a few things that I utilized with that to make this exactly what it is. So let's go ahead and, oh my god, I've never seen that before. That's never happened. Huh. Maybe it's a nighttime thing. I don't know. Anyways, so I'm going to go ahead and explore, show you guys what I've done. So this right here is fireplace room. There's actually nothing really specific about it. It was actually going to be my bedroom, but I changed it because I didn't really want it to be here. But I made a gigantic fire pit, which is cool. It's a little bit of a molding, and then it comes into this awesome support like thing that I built. And if you guys like this little design, as simple and as small as it is, click that like button. I always appreciate it. Right across the hallway, there's actually a little storage. It's very simple. This is actually how I store all the wood now, because there's now 6 different types. So I put the sapling in the middle and then logs on the outside, and so it'll cover actually all of these. So it's going to be pretty cool. Then I actually found a very unique and good way to store this. This is, yeah, you can see it from there. And then very simple, 1, 2, 3. And then there's going to be 1, 2, 3, because there are 6 different types of wood. These I don't know what I'm going to do with, but yeah, I really was super proud of that. So here we go. Now this is, of course, a gigantic hallway, and I decided to make a pun out of it. If you like my terrible looking chandelier, click that like button. Or if you hate it, click that like button. That's actually a little bit more appropriate. Anyways, yeah, it's absolutely miserable, but it's too small of an area to build a good one. Anyways, so there's always the grand hall, which the grand hall always has tables and stuff, but it's never actually a hallway. It's like a giant mess hall. Or a mess, or a giant place to eat, hence mess hall. Anyways, it just doesn't fit, so it's never a hallway, so I decided to actually throw it in a hallway, just to go with the whole, quite a literal meaning of it. Here we go into one of the entrances. This is to the back area, or the front area. I don't really know what this is. It's just outside. There's not really much going on here. Most of it's just they dump everything and store it. But I do like the molding, although there is that kind of one glitch spot, and I'm trying to fix that. But, you know, Minecraft lighting, so yeah. But there is a molding, and this is what's really cool. There's going to be arrows all over here, so you grab your bow, probably put something here. Maybe I'll make this like an armory area or sorts. But you grab your stuff and you go. Then I'm going to show you the castle first. Actually, no, let me go ahead and I'm going to go this way. So I have 2 different platforms. I kind of flatten out the area. It's just 2 different designs. It's simple. There's no point except for to make things look prettier. But then over here, I actually have this. This is my farm. You can see there's a slight cascade going down, a little bit of a slope. This is actually the natural slope of the thing. I followed much of the pattern of it. There were a little bit of, you know, carving things away, making things look a little more polished. But outside of that, I mean, that's all there is. There's actually, you can't really see it, but anyways, there's water underneath all the logs, and that's actually goes out. Or like that right there, there's actually water underneath. So this is a silo that I built. Oh, let's look at the castle. It's really pretty. Actually, that's kind of what I'm talking about, detail-wise, which that'll look a lot better later on, probably towards the end of the video when I show you the nether tower that I'm building, just simply for another portal. That's all there is, so you can look at that from far away. But I'm trying to throw in that kind of detail just because otherwise it looks like a plain wall. But as you can see, there's a lot of iron chests. We have an iron golem farm, and I think I mentioned that in the last server tour. So I'm utilizing that just to basically store up as much of everything as I can and just say, guys, look, this is a little overpowered. That's the whole purpose of it. It's just be like, guys, we may need to get rid of it. This I was actually super proud of. Click that like button again if you like it. But check that out. I put the hay bales that they just implemented in 1.7 point something or other and put them sideways to get that. Now, I'm going to actually skip this. I'm going to skip to that later. I want to show you guys this right here. Now this is going to be a quick little thing. That's a little balcony inside the castle. There's a lot of rooms that have nothing to it. There's, of course, an empty room. That is an image thingy to look out. It's pretty. There's a courtyard. We'll get to the courtyard in a second. Here's my little lamps. There's a staircase back when I was building this ceiling, which is actually really cool. That is simply because I don't have any spot for mycenium yet, or don't have a silk touch pickaxe. This is just something that I was going to use. I'm probably going to destroy it and build something there. We got this glass, although it's a nice little view. Actually, the view sucks, but because of that, actually, I'll make that as like a balcony looking that way towards the. I'm going to be building a gigantic ship, and you can see. This is what's great about it, is it kind of fits towards like the bottom of a boat, so be really cool. Now this right here is a lava dam. This is a gigantic cutout. You can see, I mean, it kind of just drops, it goes over and comes right back up into a mountain. So I decided because of the whole issue of just it looked kind of weird, I was going to build a bridge, and I was like, wait a minute, no, I'm going to build a lava dam because that's actually a natural source. That's what was there. All this was not. So we're going to go to, this is why I want the nighttime. By the way, that lake right there and that waterfall, totally man-made. Yeah, I made that. That was not actually in there. So you can see it looks really cool. It looks really epic. Staring up at it, I'm really shaky because of the mobs right now. And I've also had like 5 cups of coffee. So, long day at work. So anyways, yeah, that is the awesome, super wicked lava dam. So let me get back up there before I die. Yay, I'm up here. We're gonna go ahead and explore the dam. So you can see, I mean, there's lava. This is just a giant wall of lava, or a giant pool of lava. Then there's actually water lava sources inside here to pour out of there. So it's not actually like that's going to there. Then we got simply, I mean, all the dams have something to walk in and out. Down here I'm going to build gardens. That will probably be on the next server tour. In fact, actually, remember that right there. That's actually going to be very simple, easy. But just remember that that's there. Let's go ahead and head on top of it. This is where it becomes a bridge, or the top part of the dam. You can see right there, there's actually a cave. What's cool about it is it leads right to there, and beyond that actually leads right into the snow biome. So it's like a triple staircase. I can build like a little underground something or other. That's really neat there. A lot of potential in this area. So still working on. You can see right here some design. But most of this dam I spent almost like 5 or 6 hours on this thing, all in one day. So it was a very long journey there. So now that sun's coming up, it's beautiful because I did get to do that and show you guys at nighttime the epic glow of it all. Now this right here is actually going to be my bedroom. I need to be working on some of the stuff underneath, some of the plans. But ultimately, I mean, you can see kind of the view, and I'll show you all in a second. But here's this little view corner. It's kind of nice. You can see things walking across and see a little bit of, or walking across the dam and across the way. All that platforming up there, I'm planning on doing a tree farm just so I can get something. So here we are back at the courtyard. It's covered in snow because, well, this is still actually part of a snow biome. Here's Napalm, my flying horse. Zorse, I guess, technically. No, it's a bat. Something or other. Anyways, here's my little atrium. This one's really cool. You can see a better image of the nether tower that I'm building, but here's the beauty of it. The farm looks so much cooler. You can actually see it. It kind of cascades a little bit down into the drop off. So when you're far away, you can actually see that, or if you're up high and you see that, it looks so like really, really cool. This is a simple little tree. I mean, there's nothing more. I just want to fill some space up and make it be like, hey, yeah, we can sit outside, have a drink, listen to some music, and jam. I don't know. Anyways, and there's, of course, a waterfall backdrop because there's not enough color in there. then I did this little tower. I'm calling it the bell tower because I really want to build a bell right here, or maybe come up here and build a bell or something. I don't know. Anyways, it's pretty cool. It's like the one little miniature tower because I'm gonna build some bigger ones elsewhere. Well, yeah, I'm definitely gonna be building a bigger one elsewhere. But connected to the castle itself, maybe like dropping off and like going all the way down to the bottom. That would be kind of cool. Anyways, so I mean, it's simple, it's easy. You can get kind of a cool view. You can get actually a very nice view of the lake and the waterfall that I built. I mean, it looks really, really pretty from here. And then I built a well just to say, hey, look, this is man-made. Also, at the same time, that it drops off about things like 40, 50 blocks straight down. So it's a pretty deep hole, and I wanted to not flood it and utilize it for mining later. So I built the well, and it looked really pretty, so I kept it. So yeah, see an even cooler view of that. And that actually being up top there is, well, let's go ahead and do that. I don't know why, but this feels so epic, this little staircase, and then it comes up to here, and it feels so much like a castle. And then I look outside, and there's this weird, like, funky, like, I don't know. But it's really cool. I like how it goes from one forest to plains to another forest. So it's it has a lot of variety to it. So there we go. There's that. Let me go ahead and show you my mine. That's actually, we're almost towards the end of all this. There's actually a pathway here. You can kind of see it kind of being made, but it didn't really work. Oh, bedroom. Yes, I need to get some cookies, though. Or some, oh my god, I only have, I need to cook some of these. So we come on down this way, and of course, yes, another room, unfinished, still working on stuff. This is the bedroom. I'm trying to make it very warm and cozy, very much like the other bedroom, but even cozier and warmer and sexier. So something. Anyways, and that's going to be a gardens with a fence going across it or something. And I'll play with the background, maybe build like miniature towers and stuff like that, or walls, just to make it look like there's something in the background. And you can see the silo here as well, so you get a nice little view of everything. You can see the bridge, anyone walking on the bridge or the dam can watch me getting dressed, which is kind of creepy, but luckily I only live out here with myself and pigs and chickens and cows, and it makes me go crazy, but I love it. So anyways, a really pretty view, and it's like high up and not too high up, and that's annoying to get to, because that's what I always did. I always put my bedrooms way too high. Cookie jar. My bedroom's way too high to get to, so it was kind of frustrating. Let's go ahead and we'll hit this before it hits nighttime. Right now I'm actually, you can see trees just everywhere, making the environment look ugly, although this is kind of cool. It's mostly because I'm trying to, I don't have a tree farm yet, so here it is. I mean, it's actually, from far away it looks pretty big. Up close it still is big, but it's not that big. But with the new update, I think it's 1.7.1 and 1.7.2 they did this. I don't know. Anyways, they made it so that as long as it's a rectangle up to 25 by 25, which is huge, you can make, maybe it's 13 by 30. Anyways, huge number of change of portal size. So I'm going to do that, and we'll put in some lava fall there, some lava fall there, and some creepy, like maybe a pentagram or something on the ceiling, and then it goes up into the tower. I don't know, something that's going to be really cool. And here's where you can really see the detail of everything. So it's kind of cool. You can see, you know, right, whoopsies, where's the button? That's the button. Right there's, you know, it's got a lot more detail. It kind of slopes back a little bit. Right there, it's just flat. It's boring. That's pretty decent. I want to throw something up there, but yeah, there you can see the cascade. I mean, it looks so beautiful, and I gotta work with the walls there. But you know, one little bit at a time. I've only had this for about maybe, actually, almost a month now. So it's been a while, but you can see I've definitely been working on it. I do also have Karam again. Sort of. He gets on and mines, and then he got off and stopped playing, but that lasted for about a week. But he helped me mine, what you guys will see in a minute. This is a simple walkway, and I needed sugarcane. I built this. Then I needed a water source, so I built a fountain. I still want to kind of tweak this because this is very, very crowded and just uncomfortable. Maybe if this was like in a town and it was more balanced, I don't know, but it doesn't really work. And here it's very unpolished. It's just an obsidian farm. I'll probably block it off, and if you don't know about it, then you don't see it. But I got it. This is my sugarcane storage. It's pretty sexy. I got what's that, redstone blocks there, so it's kind of cool. Then head on down this way. There's always that very first house whenever you move or you start a game, the hole in the wall. Well, this is basically my hole in the wall. I liked it so much, actually. Well, I built a mining thing down here. The way that I actually set it up, well, I'll get to it in a second. That's like a little temporary storage of materials that I'm just putting to the side that I'm not using yet, just so I can have it in the future and kind of work it and just leave it there and not get in the way. So here we have 5 major chests. These are just like storage. I mean, you're probably thinking back of the other chests with the stairs and the slabs and all that stuff. Where's all the cobble and all that stuff? Well, here's my cobble. Here's my sexy cake. And then here's like dirt and gravel, and I'm going to be putting some sand probably in that and get rid of the cake. So you can see, I mean, this is my mass storage right here, and then I'll eventually, when I outdo this, I'll build, a little shack or something, maybe like a silo again, another one of those. But anyways, outside of this chest and bed, which will eventually move, most of this is pretty much solid. I mean, I think it looks really good. I got the white ceiling to really add some space. I got the nice, beautiful floor mixed with the mid section of the walls to kind of have some nice consistency and stuff like that. And then my favorite part of this actually is the furnace room. For some reason it just looks so polished, like it looks perfect. It's small, it's quaint, it's got everything that you need, it's organized, and it's got a window to watch the cows and the chickens, and those are my chicken slaves. Actually I'm using those to get eggs so I can make cake, because I'm actually going to grief. If you guys remember in the last server tour, there's the guy's house that was really big. Well, I told him that I was going to grief his house. He didn't know what I was going to do. He said, don't do anything damaging. I'm like, okay, no problem. I was like, it came to my mind, I'm going to put cake on every single block of his floor. It's going to be huge. I need like probably 1,000 cakes to do this. So it's not going to be an easy task. I need a lot of eggs. But the beautiful part of it is I told him that I'm going to do that the grief is going to be pretty sweet. So he didn't get that pun. This is my wicked, awesome, epic fail. When sugarcane grows, one of the animals walks by and breaks it, and it's actually gathering some, but it's not really much at all. But I felt so proud of it, I'm not destroying it just yet. I'll figure out something. I know there's a lot better system, but that was on the fly. So you see, actually, we're fairly low. This is what's cool, actually, because of the cutoff. All this is natural. This is what happened. I carved none of this out. The only thing that I actually destroyed blocks on, I replaced these, but it's still the same shape from what it was. Fairly close. I mean, I kind of obviously the edges, but right here there were a bunch of stuff, and I flattened it down so I could put fences so the animals could not escape. Other than that, I mean, all of this I just lit it up and it was ready to go. It's pretty awesome. So let's go ahead and hit up the mine. Like I said, this is a temporary storage, like netherrack. I've got ender pearls, sorry, and then shards and stuff like that. And then actually there's multiple sections like this, and I'm trying to get this to go all the way down, but you can see that there's a well right here because I was getting annoyed. So let's go ahead and jump and pray we don't die, because this is also one block. Yay! One thing that's really cool, there are silverfish, so you get extra experience. Again, Kramagan and I have been mining this. He did actually pretty good chunks of this, and then he stopped playing, which is very, very consistent with his style of gameplay. Play for a little bit and quit and go do some League of Legends or something. Slime's been lately spawning down here. Funny thing is, out of all this, we've only gotten 8 gold, and we're trying to build power rails and an actual full-on rail system to get to the top, drop off materials. Get off of me. As you can see back here, but we're not getting squat for gold, so it's not quite working, but we'll get there. But other than that, that actually is the entire server tour that I'm going to be doing. The only other thing that's really cool is actually when you go to the Nether, because Nether for so many blocks, and then for one block in the Nether is a large amount of blocks in the overworld. So what's really awesome about that is the Nether from the actual home, even though this is about 1,500 to 2,000. It's extra dark. About 1,500 to 2,000 blocks away. In the Nether, it's like 200, 300 blocks away. So it's really fast travel to get back to my old home and pick up and drop off some materials. So it's actually really cool. But that is it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you did enjoy this server tour for the month of May. I think it's May. Yes, 5th month, May. Yes, good enough. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time.